Welcome back to Adrian's Avenue. You will be so glad that you showed up today because I have a question for you. We were at this place last year this time, and now we're in a new year. And the question I have for you is, do you want to be richer or poorer in 2025? Well, you can answer that question, but we're going to go over some things that will help you with that question. We know what inflation is doing. And last year I started calculating my auto insurance went up, my home insurance went up. There are some other expenses that I had, they went up, and everybody was blaming it on inflation for going up. But the salary that we were making, the income that we have coming in, some of my income did not go up last year. So if I do not pay attention to what went up and what did not go up, I could possibly be poorer this year than I was last year. My question to you is, do you want to be richer or do you want to be poorer? When we talk about changing a mindset, we often think of ourselves as consumers. It's easy to become a consumer. Nobody really has to even teach you. You go out and you buy things and you consume things. However, we don't necessarily think of ourselves as an investor. And if we can shift that mindset from just straight consumer to investor, that will help us. The things that we buy, are we just consuming everything, or are we putting any of our dollars toward investing? Consumers spend on things that's going to depreciate in value. Investors spend money on things that will appreciate in value. And I'm not saying that your whole paycheck should go into investing, but if your whole paycheck goes into consuming, there is no money that you're investing, and that is going to make you poorer as we look at it over the year. If you just spend money, consume everything, nothing is growing on your behalf. We need to vote one way or another with our dollars. Either the dollar is going to vote for us being a consumer, or the dollar is going to vote for us being an investor. And you can vote 70-30, you can vote 80-20, you can vote 50-50, however you want to vote. But if you vote 100% consumer, you're going to be poorer throughout the year. Another shift in your mindset that I want to talk about right now is one stream of income. If you only have one stream of income this year, you will probably be poorer unless that stream is a floodgate opening for you. What I'd like for you to consider is at least 3 streams of income. And one stream would be your main job. Whatever your job is, how you get the most money coming into your household, that will be your main stream of income. The second stream I'd like you to consider is some type of side hustle or side business that you're developing that will bring some portion of money into the house. That would be something that, because no one is 100% guaranteed that job that's bringing the bulk of money into your house. If something were to happen this year, we don't know what this year is going to hold, but if something were to happen, at least you'd have some other stream of income coming in to help out with the household. The third stream of income I'd like for you to consider is a passive stream. Are you invested into something that either brings you dividends in, bring you monthly rent in, something like that, something that you don't have to do a whole lot. You may have to do a little bit in the very beginning, but each month you don't have to just have a lot of energy going toward that in order to get the money in. You're not trading dollars for time at this point. So if you could consider those 3 streams of income, your main job, and then your investing income, and then some type of side hustle that you can control as far as your time and bringing the money in. And this will help you with that change in mindset of getting more money into the household, and you won't be limited to just one stream of money. Because as I often say, the stream that feeds you is also the stream that can starve you. So when that stream is cut off, you have nothing left if you're only trying to survive off of one stream of income. So seriously consider this for the rest of the year. And the next mindset shift that I want you to consider is your financial education. What are you reading? What are you listening to? Thank goodness you're here listening to me, because I'm bringing you this information about your finances and giving you some fresh ideas to consider as far as your financial health, your financial journey, your financial wealth. And so that's what we want to bring you on this channel. But what are you reading? There are financial books out there that you can put your hands on, start reading more about investing, the stock market, rental properties, whatever, just managing your money. You can do that. You can continue to come here every week because I release a video every Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. Central Time. A video is released for you to come and listen to what I have to say as far as the finances are concerned. Been doing that for a while. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you for your comments that you're giving me on these videos. And I'm trying to address issues that people are bringing up. So let's continue to do that. Read something, watch something, maybe take a course, take a class or two in finances. What are you needing to do? What are you needing to focus on? Make sure we're educating ourselves. I love studying about the finances, about the money. I love being in the midst of what's the next thing that's coming up, where I can make some more money. What banks are the best banks to bank with, all of that. I love doing all of that. And so that's why I do it. And then I try to bring you that information to help you out also. But let's not be slack in our financial education this year. The next thing I want you to think about to make yourself richer instead of poorer this year is making financial decisions intentional. Don't just go out there and do things, but make a decision to do certain things. Last year for Christmas, there were certain things that during the year I felt like, oh, I need this, for my business, or I needed this. And I went online to see how much it cost. And if it was not in the budget, I held off on it. So when Christmas time rolled around, some of these things went on sale. I was very intentional. I wasn't getting things because I wanted them, but I felt like I needed them for my business or to make my life better. But I was not willing at that time. I didn't have to have it. So I was willing to wait. I was willing to wait on it. And once the time got right, I had the money accessible to me. I went ahead and purchased the things that I needed. And so, or I felt that I needed. Some of them I wanted, some of them I needed, but when they went on sale, since I had been watching them all year long, it's like, now's the time to buy because this is going to be the absolute best price. So I was very intentional about the things that I did with my money. I was not just floundering around spending money any kind of way, going shopping. And if you can't control your shopping, you want to stay out of the places that you can't control your shopping. So your goal and being intentional may be making more money. Be intentional about that. Asking for a better raise this year or doing some things that will raise that income. It could be cutting back on some areas of spending. Be intentional about that. But make those decisions, daily decisions. Be intentional about your daily decision. And you guys know that one of my word for this year is intentionality. So I'm intentional not only with money, but everything I'm doing. But just be intentional and make those decisions, financial decisions, intentional when you go out to either purchase something or go out to buy something, purchase something that'll make your life better. For richer or for poorer, hit that like button and that subscribe button. I'm hoping that you will be richer this year, but hit the button, make a comment. How are you looking at things? Are you going to be richer? I know no one plans to be poorer. But if you don't plan, you will probably end up being poor. If you do plan and put some things in place, you'll be richer this year. Hit that like button and that subscribe button. I'd love to have you here with the tribe. Okay, let's jump right back in. The next thing I want you to consider is to set realistic but stretch goals. You want your goals to be where you're out of your comfort zone just a little bit, but not so far-fetched that you know that you'll never make it, but you're just putting it out there and you're going to be discouraged at some point in time. Little steps toward that goal will help you stay motivated to hit that goal. But if you know that you can save $1,000 throughout the year and you say my goal is $1,000, that's not a stretch goal. You know that you can do that because you've probably done it last year or the year before. But if you stretch that goal to, I'm going to save $2,000 this year, and you don't quite know how you're going to do that, but it's far enough out there that you're going to get out of your comfort zone where when you're making decisions, am I going to do this with my money or am I going to do this with my money? You'll make the right decision on that. One secret I'll let you in on for me as far as my goals, as far as savings or anything like that, because my income being a realtor is a little inconsistent from month to month to month, I make sure I get all of my savings goals and all of that out of the way before I start spending any money as far as on myself, as far as real estate is concerned. Now, put money back into my real estate business, but those goals as far as property taxes and stuff like that, those are met at the beginning of the year. As soon as the commission checks start coming in, money is taken aside and put and met, and those are already met. That way I don't divide, whatever amount I need to make or need to have for certain things, taxes, property taxes or whatever. I don't divide that over 12 months because I may make a commission 1 month by selling a couple of houses, may not make a commission one other month. So I get that out of the way first, and then I have time to relax and breathe a little because I know that my obligations are already made. So set those goals out there, aside from the things that you have to do. Make them stretch goals, but make them realistic, and then celebrate those small steps that you're making toward those goals. Even if you set that $2,000 savings goal and you get to $1,800, you still save more than the $1,000 that you could have made. So have your realistic stretch goals available and ready to go. The one thing that I can tell you for sure about building wealth, it's not about being perfect, but it's about being consistent. If you consistently put that money aside as far as savings, if you consistently pay attention to your budget and follow it, if you do things on a consistent basis, step by step, month by month, you will finally get there. So consistency is critical when it comes to finances or anything else. They say the cheat code is being consistent. To grow anything, you have to show up when you say you're going to show up every time. Just do it every time, every time, every time. And little by little, that's how the channel grew, is being consistent. For me to be consistent, you all, it's not easy to come in every week and drop a video every week, but I wanted that consistency. I wanted to be there for you. And this is fun for me. I really like doing it. I enjoy doing it. And so I wanted to be consistent in the things that I do. And like I said, my word is intentional, and being consistent is one of the things that I intentionally do. If it means anything to you, you're going to be consistent with the things that you want to see progress and advance and go in the right direction. So being consistent is another thing that will help you become richer this year rather than poorer. Now, I've given you tips throughout the video on things that you can do to become richer in 2025, because I have a sneaky feeling that if you do nothing, you will become poorer, because you're doing nothing, but the bills that you have to pay and everybody else around you, they're going up. The inflation is still on us, so we're still paying more money for things. Like I said, my insurance payments all went up. Now, I bought another car, but even without buying the car, my insurance payments would have gone up. My home insurance payments would have gone up. So we have some things, when you go to the doctor, when you go to the dentist, everything is going up. So if you do nothing, you're going to become poor. I have a sneaky feeling that you're going to become poorer. So do yourself a favor, do yourself good, and make some adjustments in the areas that you need to, so that when you get to the end of 2025, that you will be richer and not poorer. And one other tip that I'm going to put in, if you do not have your Christmas fund started, go ahead and start your Christmas fund. Today is a great day to start with the plan of becoming richer and not poorer. These tips should help you do that. I'm behind you 100%. If you have any questions about any of the things we discussed, drop them in the comments and I'll be sure to respond. I respond to all my comments. I read all my comments and respond to all my comments. Some of you ask some questions that if I'm not an expert, I'm just going to let you know, and maybe give you some direction as to where to go to get that answer. But I want to see us all become richer with the things that we're doing, changing our mindset, being intentional, all the things that I suggested. We should end up on the positive, in the green rather than in the red at the end of the year. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video.